So we open after Sharon won't accept Katie's apology. Well, Katie's ready to go, but Katie, Jen, and Gretchen are all like, Tamra's low-key the reason why she brought this up. Well, now, Katie, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have given Tamra anything to bring up. You know that rat will always carry a bone. However, across town, Tamra's on the way to the party with Slade's ex to make Gretchen uncomfortable. Well, somebody should show up with the child that doesn't speak to you to make you uncomfortable, too. So right as Tamra and the ex walk in, they see Katie and her man walking out. And her husband says, don't talk to her. And I get it. I wouldn't want my wife talking to no evil demon like Tamra either. He can't deal with Tamra's bullshit. He's like, look, you ran and told that about my wife's recording. You started the shit. So it's my fault you recorded Shannon? I mean, there's a point there. Now, Katie, you cannot say this is blood on her hands, but it's definitely some shit. So they argue. You called me and see you next Tuesday. You called a blogger on me. Katie and her man leave and the other two go inside. But them girls start letting Gretchen have it. She looks like an Instagram filter from 2003. Did we even have Instagram in 2003? God, that's so long ago. Baby, we didn't have Instagram in 2003. We didn't get the iPhone till like 06. So no, we didn't have Instagram because we didn't have apps then. So Jen said, well, look, when Slade and Gretchen had a life event and their son passed, Tamra's was donating to GoFundMe's. Now that her best friend's sick in the bed, we ain't gonna say nothing, but it ain't fair. But we have more humanity, so we won't kick her while she's down. And Heather says, well, she's going through a change. Girl, boom. $80,000 for this birthday party. Heather, I will party with you whenever you want to celebrate your birthday. Oh, I need friends like that. Over at Gina's open house, Travis is helping her sell. Oh, they've started their own little group. Across town with Jen and her limping man. Oh, we're getting veneers. Lord, best fiends, baby, best fiends. I do not care. Well, I'm sorry, what do you mean it's like a drug to get your lowers done? People really only get their top teeth? I thought... Wow. Okay. People just walking around with undone... Okay. If I had them done, I'm doing them all. Like, I want them all done at the same time. Her teeth were fine before. She had a beautiful smile. Tamra drops by. Gina's showing. The house is California cute. Oh, it's for 55 plus. Maybe that's why it's so tiny. Tamra's like, I could live in this all by myself. I'm 55. And you look it. And you look it. So Jennifer tells her man she gonna meet with Tamra since everybody said give the heifer a minute because her friend's sick. However, Gina is telling Tamra, I've been on your side with Jen, saying you're trying to change. Tamra said, well, I'm sorry, I was going after her husband because he's been coming after us on social media. A scene with Heather trying to offload one of these homes. Best fiend. Best fiend. Oh, Tamra with one of the kids that is speaking to her. I still don't care. Best fiend. After that, we have Emily and Gretchen meet at yoga. I don't care about Tamra's personal development. Oh, Shannon's running late. Heather, Gina, and Katie all go out to lunch. Tamra's saying the husband yelled at her. No, he didn't. Okay, so Heather asks Katie, did you meet up with talented internet personality Kiki Monique? I heard you ask Kiki to put out stories. She said, well, Tamra told me. And of course it's Tamra. Katie, now here's the thing. This is the third time I've heard you say, never, never, and then, well, I was pissed. You're digging a grave here. We close the episode out with Jen sitting down to dinner with Tamra. And Jen goes in. She goes off about the FBI, and Tamra says, well, you can say things, but I can't say things back. Not about people's kids, no. Then it's who cheated, and I left Simon for Eddie, and I did the same thing. You're both floozies. So now Tamra, who's supposedly changing, starts to allude that Jen cheated another time in her marriage. You had my old hair extensions put in. You did sing a white female back in the day. You are fucking sick, and I'll say it again. Don't call me sick. I'm leaving. I think you should. All right, well, that was the shit. Let's get to the next one. All right, let's talk about Housewives of Orange County, episode 5. So we've got Gina's housewarming because she got a rental, an $8,000 a month rental. And everybody's happy for her getting a bigger house, but why? Like, you've been on the show long enough where I feel like you would purchase. And then you supposedly selling real estate. Why a rental? Is it because you don't know what's going on with Travis, and if you get married, then you buy a house, but that heifer ain't having it? Oh, God. Emily, what the hell do you have on? What in the 90s? You've got Gretchen in this beautiful white coat, and then there you are in jean. Who put you in that jean jumper? And I mean, the house is big, but them kids are still sharing rooms. I know it's California, though, so prices are high. Maybe she's renting it because she's able to write it off because they filmed the show here. Boy, that's real close to the next house. But she had the affair catered. However, Jennifer tells the heifers I got together with Tamra and she called me single white female. Gretchen already ain't here for it. And of course, Carrie, that Gina, tells her, well, you know, Heather said that she's flashing a fatty photo of you. After my fight with Jen, my social anxiety is heightened. So I love it how you feel afraid after you attack somebody. And then you think that what you're afraid of is karma, fool. Karma. Now, I know Jen is also in a jean jacket, but she wore a dress. I like the ladies to be a little more dressed up. Like, you're living aspirational, wealthy lives. That jean Kmart dress, that dress that would look great with an ankle monitor, I'm sorry. I never expected more from you, but I can still ask. But Tamra can't eat at the event because she's so concerned about Teddy. I'm worried about Teddy too. I want that heifer to pull through. But, you can't be flashing fatty former photos talking about, oh, but I'm in such turmoil right now. Not when you got the energy to be evil. However, Heather and Jen get into it because Heather won't stand up for Jen when Tamra's saying she's trying to single white female me. And Heather's kind of like, oh, I can see your point. But look, you're all blonde heifers in California. There's not an original thought or style in your head. All of you look the same. Brazzers rejects on parade. Jennifer, why are you always in leopard print? You think it looks good? I'll say that you're trying something. You're not succeeding, but you're trying. So Jen tells Heather she's bamboozled by Tamra. Although Gina inside says something interesting about Tamra, every group that you're not in is about you. That's because you're always going after somebody, though. However, Heather wants to know, look, if I'm not going to bed, I'm not... Carly Red. However, Heather says, look, you ain't going to bat for me with Katie, so why should I go to bat for you with Tamrat? However, inside, Tamra tells Gretchen, well, Jen went and got you, so that way you two could team up against me. And Gretchen's like, no, she needed consoling after you came after her. So Gretchen says you're delusional and is like, I gotta get away from you. I'm gonna go outside. I'm tired of being the bigger person. I want to sink to your level, but I'm gonna go outside. Then everybody gets together for a meal and Emily literally shows her ass. No one needed to see that. Then Tamra starts crying because they've announced a trip to New Orleans and she was just there with Teddy and she fell down the stairs. You are milking it, heifer. You want pity. Child, now we got a scene with the one daughter that talked to you, girl, fast forward. She won't do a song with you, and neither would I. We got some best fiend scenes with the kids, and then we get back to Jen working out for her wedding. However, then they get to talk about the fact that her ex ain't paid shit, and he's like, where's your $200,000? Sharon complains about not getting any action off of the Love Hotel. However, they both realize that Tamra ain't changing if she's still carrying around fatty photos. But we all get ready to go to New Orleans. They go on a riverboat on the Mississippi, but they don't know what river they're on because they're stupid. So now Emily running tells that by saying, well, you know, Jennifer told me when we were horseback riding that Sharon told her, don't roll on me because I need an ally against Tamra. Tamra. Gretchen says, look, I can forgive, but I got wisdom. I ain't gonna reconcile. Tamra trying to butter up Jen, but she ain't falling for it. Trying to be nice to her in the airport with her bags. Don't buy it. On our way to dinner, they pulled out Shannon Bedore's vagina. My heart weeps for me. It was like looking into hell. Heather said, wouldn't it be fun to go back and haunt your old house? No, I want to move on into the damn light. I have had enough of Earth. I want the afterlife to be somewhere else. Not somewhere the hell else, but somewhere else. There's gotta be more to afterlife than chase around every temporary high. Well, I'm sure. There's gotta be more. You know what, Gretchen? I may not agree with you or your politics, but I'll say this. You a pink toe that can dress. This heifer is working her hat. That's a black woman's hat. That's a black one. Quiet as it's kept, that's a black woman's outfit. That's giving me Diane Carroll all day. I'll let you wear it, though. I'll let you wear it. Y'all always was the culturally appropriating these things. Of course Tamra has to hate. Well, Jennifer has a white deadbeat father, and we're talking about him. He won't pay alimony or child support. But I'll say this, Ryan a winner, because Ryan picked up that financial load. All them kids, the way Emily said, I don't give head. So he cheats in peace then. All right. Shannon throws a dig at Katie about recording, but girl, don't record people. All right, well, that was the shit, and I'm going to see you soon for something. Tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer you hate. She needs to know. She needs to know that heifer you hate. She needs to know. Heifer you hate.